Welcome back to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, everybody. Today, we are doing a review on Infection. So, this should be pretty fun. I have a lot of shit to talk about this map. Okay, so this map is infamous for being a Burger Town recreation, which, if it stayed as a recreation of Burger Town, I would have been fine. It's where it tried to improvise to make this map that I had a problem. It's the improv that caused me the biggest issue. So we're in something called Exo Survival. That's not what I meant to click on. I meant to click on Exo Zombies. Thank you. Exo Survival reviews will be saved for a whole nother day. But sadly, there's only one story. I don't know if you unlock more as you play the maps. But so we just did our review on Outbreak last time. Make sure you guys, if you haven't seen that yet, go back and check that out first. It's very important. It's the first map of 4, and we're doing this in order. Let's say first thing is first. It has a terrible starting screen, quite literally. Um, so they expanded upon this map, but the biggest problem I had was actually the starting screen to start out. I think it's an awful screen. Granted, it's my second highest round ever, but it's an awful starting screen. It just plays the same thing back to back. It doesn't do what Outbreak does and play each corner of the map in the starting screen. Instead, it just plays the same graphic back to back of the main characters, some dogs, and the boss zombie, which is a huge problem. So let's get started on Infection. There is Goliaths in this map, which, if you ask me, should have stuck to multiplayer and not even touched zombies, or stuck to multiplayer and Exo Survival, giving you all the more reason for it not to even be in the
Holy shit, were we in body bags?
Oh, Burger Town. Oh man, there's so many reasons I do not like this map. First of all, you can't even jump out those windows. That's not even the main reason I don't like it. The main reason I don't like it is, as you can see, first of all, a terrible starting room. They decided to put you in this broken down building as a starting room. And it's not ideal. Of course, there's the simple enable power that there is in every map. And the massive zombie attack damage right off the bat, where you literally can get two-tapped by zombies. Yeah, there's all the reasons for me to hate this map immediately.
I don't hear any more of them.
And yet, we're not even on the part that I hate the
on all
most.
frequencies. To all survivors, stay coordinates and remain in place.
It's the Warbird. Hello? I'm here. Can you hear me? Shit. I'll try it out.
Of course, these perks, you can buy them the second you enter areas. And just for this map, I'm going to buy Exomedic, particularly because it's needed. This map is very annoying. I won't go over the different areas and like what you can do. So obviously, you could climb up these, you can use these to your advantage. And it takes the zombies a minute to get up here.
Double the trouble. What is this place?
And we have the same old perks as every other map, of course, so there's nothing special in that department. And there's the money deposits, those are in this map as well. But you want to get out of this area as soon as possible. Probably want to look for the mystery box, of course, with 3D printer, which is in one of these rooms. 3D printers in one of these rooms.
No power again?
I'm not sure which one, but
What's that noise?
there's a lot of things to hate about this map, particularly that they're stuck using the Atlas 45 on another map, despite all the pistols that the game intentionally adds to only multiplayer. Particularly if you want to talk about weapon problems, I think the Atlas 45 is where everything starts.
I'm gonna run out. My weapons are
I actually do believe that the Atlas 45 is where literally all the weapon problems in Advanced Warfare become a thing, because generally it is. The score streaks that you earn throughout rounds are totally worth picking up, but they might be one of the only things that are worth picking up in the map. Now this map is super mad. There's even areas where you think you can go into and you can't even access. It's honestly, this map is so in the middle, it's not even worth talking about sometimes. Like,
I got nothing.
as you guys can see, I'm just kind of looking around and oh my god, did you just get absolutely clapped. So Exo Health is the only thing that doesn't require an exosuit to buy for some goddamn reason, and
Really?
exosuits, I believe, are underground. It's super stupid.
Just had to be a sewer, didn't it?
Yeah, no, if you want to know one thing, I just do not like this map. Not only will I not last very long on here, but there's not much of a difference in this map than there is in the rest of the maps, which is where we just have to, let me just get my words out here, where we just have to talk about how weak off some of these maps are. And this one is the finest example. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love Exo Zombies. I am not a hater in Exo Zombies. However, there's areas like this that prove to be extremely stupid. And when you're not receiving perks to boost you, these areas are actually super dumb. Right there I could have died because this area is just shit. It's terrible. And even if you like go down here, right, there's nothing useful. Like, map is not actually fun in the slightest. You get a little like nano 4 area right there. The dogs in this map will be the end of you. They honestly are so stupid. You run at a crazy speed. And you know, I find myself just running around this map, trying to survive dogs oftentimes. There's these spiky enemies. This map is just not really for the faint of heart. And you know, this map is, yeah, as you can see, this map is a jungled mess here. Thankfully, the decontamination is in a likable area, but this map is just so bad. And when you're down in the sewers, it gets worse. Not only that, there's those enemies down here that actually have spikes on them, which are unique to this map for the first time. It's something that every other map does not even have, which, thank God. I did forget to mention those, because those are not on the other maps I really own. But oh, well, I just wanted to see what that would pull up. But as you can only imagine, unless you're choosing to invite friends to your game, like, that was accidental. Unless you're choosing to invite friends to your game, like, it is so difficult. This map solo has to be one of the hardest maps in Advanced Warfare. And I don't say that lightly. I do think this map is literally that difficult.
Got a survivor surrounded by infected. Got room to lift him out, but I can't reach his location.
We'll bring him to you.
This happens to be another map that has an interesting feature on it. Which is, not only does it have the instigator trap, which aka is a alligator trap. It will insta-kill enemies. But it also has this feature, where you need to escort a survivor.
Just hang on. Move. We'll cover you. Fuck. More of them? Who saw that coming? Die.
Oh God. And if the survivor's left alone for long enough, he will actually just die.
Shit, come out.
And these survivor rescue rounds happen to be extremely annoying. Not only this, I believe it deactivates your power. for all areas of the map if you fail to complete this objective. For a whole round. And that includes buying weapons off the wall. You literally cannot do that. So broken up to the point where if I get these credits, they don't even matter.
I don't want to get mauled.
You see that timer?
Shit, I'm
That's
out.
how much time I have until I can buy something off the wall or get the power back. It literally disables all features of the map.
Hope it fits.
Now, the exosuit on this map, some people will never even find because it actually takes a fucking brain to find the exosuit.
Of course there would be no power.
And of course, I believe there's another gator trap down here, but this map is just extra garbage, you know.
I'll never.
You can open
be
Burger
hungry
Town.
enough to
This
dump.
takes you to the second part of the map, where you're kind of not, or I guess the third
What is
part,
the
I should say.
No power. Damn it, I'm out.
And you actually cannot slide under the gates or anything in this map. This happens to be one of the weakest maps, map-wise, and it's kind of embarrassing. Like, honestly.
Where have you been? Take it back.
Don't get me wrong, this map isn't absolutely awful if you're a hardcore player, but as a general zombies player, this map just isn't enjoyable. You know, you lose all respect for a map when you see this bejungled mess known as Infection. It is so bad that if you have an exosuit, these zombies are back to disable your goddamn exosuit. You literally have to buy a whole door in Burger Town just to open the power for one of the rooms.
Upgrade.
This is
time.
bad. Burger Town doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel enjoyable. I don't know why, because half the time you're looking for a mystery box. Last time I checked, is not locatable. Because they don't have the feature to look in the sky and locate the box in this game. It is low-key not in the game. Meaning that you're just forced to basically do whatever, and you are not allowed
Help out.
to simply know where the box is. Or where the printer is, which is super duty. But this map just is a mess. That's the biggest reason I despise this map. This map is a fucking mess. It's a walking mess, bro. And, you know, I try to enjoy this map. I'm, like, trying my best to enjoy it, but it's literally not enjoyable because of how bad the weapons are, how weak they are, mixed on top of that with, like, 100 bad features that should never be in a zombies map, including jumping zombies. Like, Infection's the worst of AW, and it pains me to say that because, like, at the same time, meanwhile I'm saying that, like, you have to keep in mind
Score one for me. Lilith time.
and they did get zombie blood to basically be a feature in this game. Where zombies have camouflage, or you have camouflage, and the zombies think you're a zombie,
Watch my ammo.
even when you're shooting. And it's a cool ability, don't get me wrong. But what kills it off is this whole feature in the game where you have these different type of zombies. These like plague zombies. You got these red zombies, blue ones, spiky zombies, jumping zombies. This map is the worst of it. And you have a Goliath zombie once you hit a certain round on this map. Like, it's bad. And without the right weaponry, thank you, Mystery Box, for not allowing us to get the right weaponry in the game. Thank you. Because this allows us to basically not enjoy this map. Due to just how difficult it is to locate some of the fucking shit in this map, it can just be really fucking annoying. And like, even when you activate something like an orbital strike, you have these rounds that are back, the infection rounds, and these are practically probably the reason it's called infection, because literally you have to go uninfect yourself. Now, I'll just tell you right now, these are the dumbest rounds in a zombies map. You want to know why? Because literally, if you get hit one time, you're infected. You get hit 2 times, you're even more infected. You get hit 3 times, you're more infected. It's awful. It's a bad system. And oftentimes your game is over the second you get infected.
Wow. That's a relief.
You often get infected multiple times, despite the camouflage that you get. There's zombies with rocket boosters. This map is not friendly. And half the time you're more worried about just trying to stay alive than you are anything else on this map. I should never be playing zombies and having to worry singly about staying alive. Nothing else. When I am more worried about living than being able to enjoy the zombies map, that's when it's just awful. And you know, I try to enjoy zombies maps, but this is one of them where you get infected, you're fucking cooked. Like, there is no solution to being infected in this map. Not only that, like, even with the weapons that are in the game, it oftentimes becomes so fucking annoying. Because you have the retarded reload animations, excuse my language. You have the zombies that can disable your exosuit, preventing you from doing any exo movement for limited time. You have the zombies that can spike you in the face. You have just, there's so much going on in this map, and it is nearly uncontrollable. I mean, I can think of a couple camping spots that are alright, but like, this map is honestly, if you are the type of player running around trying to enjoy the map, this map is super bad. Like, not only that, you have weapons like the crossbow where you can only reload it one fucking time. And then you have exo health, which literally all it does is self-revive. Like, this map is so bad. First of all, originality. It loses out because it has no originality, as it steals Treyarch's perks and power-ups and literally attempts to make a zombies map with them. On top of that, this map does it badly. Like, at least with Outbreak, you were given a map where it's actually decent. You don't have to worry every 2 seconds about your survival. You will actually last a decent amount of time on that map.
Anyone else riding an adrenaline high?
Just on top of that, this map is just so bad. Like, and when I say it's bad, I mean it's bad. It's one of the worst maps I've ever played. And to be honest with you, I don't think... Like, and then we have this guy, which we gotta talk about. He something else. You literally have to wait for his attacks to basically be able to attack him. He could disable your exosuit. Like, we don't even need to talk about how bad Burger Town is as a map in Exo Zombies. Like, this guy can disable your exo jumping and then just run at you and kill you.
Cover me while I reload.
And I'm telling you, I
Yeah, this'll go well. My
do
head,
not
I'm
know.
here.
Do not know how many times I have attempted to kill this guy and he is just eating bullets for breakfast. This map is not fun. I'm gonna be the first to fucking tell you, this map isn't fun. If you're playing this map and enjoying it, congratulations to you. I can't find a way to enjoy this map. Like, honestly, can I just tell you guys, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna talk about this map for another minute. Let me just pop in another game of Infection real quick. This shit is awful. This is the worst map of all time. This map it loses all originality. It is so bad. It's so bad that I already had a thumbnail pre-made for it that was so fucking simple. Because this map literally has nothing unique about it. If you go look at my previous videos, the Firebase Z thumbnail looks extremely convoluted and interesting. And then the Infection thumbnail is just a picture of Burger Town. Like, that's how bad the map is. My highest round being round 16 was a co-op game, which just proves how bad this map is. I made it to round 10 solo, not even. Round 9, I'm pretty sure. Or no, I made it to round 10, barely round 10. And this map is just not fun. Unlike Outbreak, which you have the insane gameplay that is so fun because you can just train in like 2 areas on the map and have a great time. There's a camping spot on the little pad, the infection contamination zone pad. There's so much
Holy
to
shit.
offer.
Holy shit.
This map
In body bags.
has nothing to offer. I can't name how many times I've played a map and felt this horrible. That is how this map feels. So we're gonna get to the good things about this map, which isn't a lot. Let me just preface this video by saying there's a couple good things about this map, okay? First of all, is it's a returning map. So obviously it offers an interesting take on Burger. You know, that's like the first big thing, you know. It's amazing that it gives Burger Town a chance to be a zombies map. I've always wanted to see what it would be like. Next, though, the thing that makes Burger Town so unique is the sewers. And actually, this isn't a good thing. The sewers are very convoluted, close range, close quarters problems that need to be dealt with. And that's a fact. But now we get on to the things that make Burger Town bad. The things that, you know, we're going to get on to talk about some of the things that make Burger Town bad, but also they're in other maps, and those other maps strive because of these features.
I'm here.
Exo upgrade locations. Oh man, don't get me started. Let's look at the different right, so tight room. This one's in a corner. This one's in a corner. This one's in a corner. And the exo that's in the sewers. In a corner. Contamination in the middle of a tight room.
Can you hear me?
We're not even going to begin to talk about just how bad the placements are for various things on this map. Not only that, it doesn't even tell you where the player is on this map when you use this map, so it's absolutely useless. But yeah, here's some of the features that other maps have that just don't work on this map. Some of the power-ups. Some of the power-ups are very, very weak on this map due to how fast zombies spawn in and your usability of them. Most of the time I see a nuke on infection, I'm tempted to not do what I usually do and save up my points and then hit it, but instead to just fucking hit the nuke right off the bat, because that's how bad the map is. You want to just hit the nuke.
What is this place?
On top of this, I'm tempted to jump on top of things in the starting room because it's so bad. Granted, this is possible in other maps, but parkour does not need to be your main element. Let me just get that out there. Parkour does not even need to be a main part of a map. When has it ever in the Black Ops series? Very fucking rarely in a part of a map. I mean, I can't really think of many maps where parkour is a big part of the map except for when Firebase launched. I mean, it's the only time I remember parkour being in a map, and it was in a map in a good way. Let's start with the special zombies. There's only a couple of these that you don't see in the other maps, aka the spike zombies and the exo boosting zombies, which I don't even know if those ones are exclusive. But I do know that the spike zombies are exclusive to this map. Now, let me just tell you, this starting room is so convoluted, you can actually go down in the starting room. This isn't the case for a lot of maps in this game. I'm telling you right now, Outbreak has probably the finest starting room I've ever seen. It even gives me reminiscence of Transit, which is great because it actually makes Transit seem like a half-decent map. Now, when I play this awful piece of trash known as Infection, I don't even see a good starting room. What I see is a starting room that reminds me of the difficulty of the starting room of Moon, which is not a good thing.
Are we glad to hear you? Can you get us
On top of this, score streaks spawn in this starting room, which means despite not wanting to go back here, you probably will have to go back here at some point. On top of this, the score streaks on this map are so much worse. The placement of score streaks do not matter. Now let's talk about an exclusive feature that Burger Town has that is actually a really cool feature. Okay, so Burger Town has a really nice feature in it called You Rescue the Survivors little mini game that it has. Now, in any other map, this would be hella enjoyable. I would enjoy doing this because it would require a lot of skill and effort. In this map, it just feels like an annoyance. And on top of that, they drain your power because you don't rescue the survivor. Are you kidding me right now? Most maps aren't gonna drain your goddamn power because you failed to rescue some survivor. Like, that honestly feels like it fell so short.
Stay away.
As far as Sledgehammer and Activision go here. It feels like it fell short. It feels like the zombies is just a weak game mode. It doesn't feel powerful like the other maps. It feels like I'm playing this for what reason? None. Like, it honestly feels that bad. 3D printer in such a bad place that it's not even worth going for, honestly. Health loss, another huge problem on this map. You lose health so fast you're bound to get cornered, regardless of whether you open doors or not. The zombies hit you before you can even hit them, which makes no sense. I mean, there's countless negatives for Infection. It might have more negatives than any Call of Duty Zombies map I've ever reviewed. And keep in mind, I've reviewed Mauer der Toten at one time. Sure, it wasn't very in-depth, but I could tell you Mauer der Toten has something that this map does not. A fun wonder weapon.
I have to
At
reload.
least yes, Mauer has a fun wonder weapon, and Mauer has a interesting Easter egg ending, and Mauer has really good surroundings, which is something that people often give it praise for having such a beautiful map. This map is not beautiful.
Damn, you gotta watch
Infection is ugly. It's a very ugly map. It's very
Try it out.
disgusting. I don't like it. You know, I could get into countless reasons why I don't like Infection, but it's awful. It's awful. It's a very weak map.
I'm hit.
If you see something like that, you understand why I hate this map. First of all, Exo Zombies doesn't work on this map. I'm going to be honest with you. There's the Goliath, there's the Spike Zombies, which, yes, they changed the uniqueness of the map a little bit between 1 and 2. But, I mean, it's not really fun. The Spike Zombies explode in your face. The Goliath Zombies spam you with a goddamn hammer charge attack constantly, and they have a unrealistic amount of health, which I still didn't defeat last time I fought them. On top of that, you're forced to buy Exo Health because you are bound to go down. You know, this is me, with all respect right now, saying that yes, you will go down. Exo Health is a absolute freaking failure on this map, and this map is a failure. I mean, do you guys want my honest opinion? I think this map is the worst map in Call of Duty Zombies right now. Yes, I don't like this map. And I think that there is so much wrong with this map. But you know, the thing is, there's honestly, look at this. Why am I spending so long getting revived? But there's so much wrong with this map. First of all, the starting weapons that you spawn in with are awful. Yes, I know that they're like the same as every other map. My point is, why do I have to call in a score streak? Because I, myself, am not doing enough damage to the zombies. That is wild. What else is wild is just how bad some of these fucking areas are. And see these zombies that are red? Those aren't on other maps. Now, maybe it's just a sentry drone. And if it is, cool. I'm forced to call in score streaks on this map. This map feels forced on the player. It feels like you are forced to survive in a terribly stupid way. And on top of that, you're forced to have the map open or lose power. It is honestly such a terrible feature. And you know what? This whole game is a terrible feature. Particularly, this map is a terrible feature. And you know, that's me having respect for the map saying. Exo Medic, Exo Health, it's all the fucking same around here. This map is just not made for the general public. It is that bad. On top of this, trying to find the survivor often proves to be stupid. I mean, you literally have to go around the map, deal with these Atlas jumpers. I mean, it gets so tiring. It really does. It feels like I'm playing Groston House from World War II here. Like, just with a bigger map. Honestly, that's all it feels like. So, so,
I'm down.
what's the biggest problem with this map? Well, there's about 36 different problems with this map. I honestly couldn't name off one because there is so many problems. You know, another problem often is the whole Survivor event is obviously terrible. And, yeah, this map is just so terrible. I still haven't found one thing I particularly enjoy about this map,
Gonna run out.
because I don't enjoy this map. I don't enjoy anything about it. And, literally, you will run out of weapons and ammo so fast that you eventually will need to complete this Survivor objective. Granted, I think you do get something nice for completing it, but still, it's not worth it. For me, this objective was proved to be very annoying. Another problem, all of the important stuff is in corners of the map. What does power drain prevent you from doing? Everything on the map.
Set up on these things. Really? Nothing? Ooh! I want to walk away in
What the hell
slow
was
motion.
that? Like, the weapons in this game make no sense. Why is there a explosive crossbow in the game?
Gotta watch my ammo.
Why am I using a 3D printer? Because I can't get weapons.
More points? I'll take it.
The default map weapons are so weak that they're worse than the Shiva being on a map. I know that sounds horrific. I know I sound like an absolute disrespectful douchebag, right? But, you know, the funny thing is, I'm being so honest about what I'm saying. Like,
Gonna run out. Shit. Ah, shit.
the 3D printer will eventually malfunction and go somewhere else on the map, which is another problem with this large-ass map. And you're not even told where it's going. You're not even given a location on the map in the last 2 seconds for you to notice. No. You're given nothing. No hint to where the 3D printer's going. It could be right next to you, or it could be all the way across the map. And then we have Contamination Round, which is not worse on any map than it is on Infection. That's right, you heard me. Contamination Round is actually the single worst thing of all time on this map. And you know, if you get infected and your friend's not in the game, you're dead. You lost. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about this map. I'm so lost on just discussing how bad it is. This map is trash. Don't buy it. Don't touch it. Don't whatever it. This map is terrible. Don't even go near this map. This map is literally so bad. It's a recreation of a particular map that was used for special ops and campaign in Modern Warfare, and it is in Advanced Warfare used as a stupid map that Atlas took over and started experimenting on zombies on this map. And what does Atlas do? They make a Goliath zombie with their experimental tech, and this thing becomes ridiculous. And then on top of that, he's practically invincible and has a bunch of hounds that he could just unleash like he's supposed to be the next Brutus, but 100 times worse. Yeah, no, this is awful. I'm just gonna say that. Like, the map performance itself, it's a mediocre map in terms of how it's laid out. But in terms of gameplay, this map is absolutely terrible. I'm telling you right now, the zombies will corner you in the sewers. They'll corner you in the starting room. They'll corner you next to Burger Town. They will corner you everywhere. This map has no open space to train zombies or kill them, or even move around with efficiency. The exosuit takes 10 years to get, and this is just altogether made to make an absolutely terrible map. So, I think what we've learned today is that Infection is just awful. There's nothing that makes it redeemable. It's not even a mediocre map. I mean, I guess Carrier will be alright. And when we get to this, I'm going to have some great things to say about that one. But as for Infection, oh my god, it's the Burger Town of the holes. Because this map is honestly terrible, bro. Like, at least with Outbreak. You know, Black Ops 6 even has a fast food restaurant map, and I think that that one is so much better than this shit. And I think if it was zombies, it would be Infection. I'd be honest with you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. Infection, Burger Town, so bad. Even when it plays the cinematic, it's so bad. The fact that each map has two cinematics is super weird. And we'll get into Carrier eventually, but just know that this is so awful that I can't even talk about Infection anymore because it's so bad. I mean, I've taken up 50 minutes of your guys' time, and I actually apologize about that. Like, this video should have been 5 seconds, and I should have just said, this is so horrible. Do not play it. It's fucking trash. terrible, awful, terrible, awful again, and terrible again. You know, honestly, that's what I should have said. This map is just awful. Don't touch it. Don't play it. Don't buy it. Don't do anything. And before you buy this map, remember what you're getting yourself into. You saw the bullshit on my screen. Therefore, do not play this. Do not buy it. Do not do anything with it. It is a terrible map. Do not even go near this map. I recommend that you guys play, if you want a good map, play Descent or Outbreak. I think Carrier's okay. Sure, play it. It's even worth buying. But Infection is not worth buying. Don't ever buy Infection. And that's my final message to you guys, because this map is absolutely awful. It is on levels that no other map reaches, honestly, in terms of trash. Like, it's so bad.